the landlord can say you are not allowed to cook non-veg food there, like chicken or fish or maybe mutton. Yeah, because if it's cow, then that's game over. Don't even think, don't even start to believe that you can cook that there. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So French Boys Monarchs again. I hope you guys are doing well. Hello to each and everyone who watching me right now. I asked a question on my Instagram. I asked one thing you don't like about India, and I got a lot of answers, but I didn't share everything on Instagram. I shared just like, you know, some not important question on Instagram. So I decided to answer those questions in this video. Yeah, but I will not talk about those who told me about like you know, racism, because this one here can make my channel ban. You know, like these days YouTube don't joke about these terms, so you have to be careful what you're talking about this on your YouTube channel. So first of all, there is a lot of people who talk about the way Indians stare at people. I want to answer that. I want to make it clear. It's more than 3 years, like, you know, almost 4 years now I'm living in India, and it's still the same. The way people were staring at me at the beginning when I arrived in India here, till today is still the same. It's still the same way. So what you need to do, you are the one who need to adapt. You know, you need to adapt, otherwise they will never change. They will never change. It's either you make 10 years here, you make your whole life here, they will still stay at you because you don't look like them. So there is a lot of people they will not understand at the first place. Even you go to the place, everybody is like, wow, everybody getting quiet and waiting, like what this guy came here for or something like that. So they will always stay at you. So you are the one who has to get used to it and forget about all your back thoughts. There is nothing. They're just like curious, and they want to know what, like, you know, they want to know more about like people who don't look like them. Yeah, so don't be you know, uncomfortable. Yeah, although when people stay at you, you make you uncomfortable, because even you know, no, me now I passed this level, but like a lot of people, when they stay at them, they make this behavior or whatever make them uncomfortable. So you have to get used to it. If you don't used to it, then, you know, you have to put in your mind, they will always look at me, so I have to get used to it. Yeah, that's the first thing. The second one that I want to answer here, someone said it's not happy with the fact that certain landlords where he's staying, I will keep quiet about the city and the state, but where he's staying, most of the landlords there, they don't allow someone to cook non-veg food there. So you have to cook vegetarian food. If you're not vegetarian, it's hard to live there, because like 90% or maybe 80% of the population in that particular city are vegetarians. So if you're not vegetarian there, it's hard to live there. And even you rent an apartment, or you rent like you rent apartment, the landlord can say you are not allowed to cook non-veg food there, like chicken or fish or maybe mutton. Yeah, because if it's cow, then that's game over. Don't even think, don't even start to believe that you can cook that there. So he said in that particular city, landlords sometimes dictate that what you're supposed to cook there. You're supposed to cook non-veg. You're supposed to cook veg food, like vegetarian food. When we're talking about veg, you're supposed to cook veg food. You should not cook any type of meat. It's either fish, crab, whatever. You should not cook that there. So sometimes it's a bit difficult. I want to say that yes, I agree. I agree about that. It's not that easy, because at the end of the day, we are not vegetarian. Like there is a lot of people that are not vegetarian, and they're supposed to eat what they need to eat. You know, you cannot. Maybe if you're a foreigner, even if you're an Indian, and you go to a place like you are Indian, but you are not vegetarian, you are non-veg, you know, and you go to a place where like a lot of people are vegetarian, or most of restaurant there, or like people are vegetarian, and they say no, here in order to stay here, although you have to eat veg. It's not that easy. It's not because I used to eat meat, especially me, Ismo. I love chicken, so I don't think I can survive with veg food. Veg food is for vegetarians, so it's not normal to dictate what someone's supposed to cook. I don't know if like people who watching me right now, they understand what I mean. It's not easy, you know. Someone who used to eat chicken, the time he was you know, it was maybe like 1 year old or 2 years old, and now you come in, you want to force him to not eat non-veg food, to not eat chicken and all. It's hard. It's not easy. The person can maybe like get sick or lose weight or whatever, because if you are not used to certain things, it's not easy to adapt. So this thing, I would say it's not easy, and sometimes also it's not normal. But at the end of the day, if a landlord say you should not do something there, that's his rules. So if you agree with that, you can stay there. If you're not, maybe it's you know, you have to go outside and eat your non-veg food. So it's not easy. But yes, I know this one happening in not Vishakhapatnam, in a certain city in India, because at the beginning we found one apartment. Like before we moved to our apartment, we found a previous apartment, and the landlord said no cooking, like you should not cook non-veg food there. I said, but non-veg food, we are not vegetarian. We cannot eat veg food. Like every day eat you know, potatoes, things like that. We don't used to that, so we have to eat like something non-veg. At the end of the day, we don't even stay there because I cannot, to be honest. So sorry for that. But most of the answer, or most of the question those people ask is about, you know, the racism that I don't want to talk about. About that, you just have to, you know, put in your mind, hey, maybe I came here, I don't come here to spend all my life here. It happened to you. You have to you know, do your best to forget about that, because at the end of the day, one day you will leave this country and you will not face anything if you face that. Because sometimes, like for me, I don't face that much, but if you face those things, accommodate yourself and stay calm. Do not, that's my only advice, and always I will advise people, do not try to fight with an Indian here. Yeah, it's either you can kill him with your hands or whatever. Do not try to do that, because at the end of the day, it's not normal, and especially you are not in your country, so you have to avoid those things. Yeah, so those was my answer for those two specific questions. You have to adapt for people staring at you, and also you have to you know, find a way to accommodate when you face these things. And also the fact that you cannot cook non-veg food in your apartment even though you're paying money. Yeah, so that was my answer. Thank you to watch that video. Hope you guys learned something from this video here. In that case, don't forget to like this video, share and subscribe, and yeah, stay tuned to Ismo Nakes. Share this video, and see you in the next video. Have a great day. Peace out.
Welcome to Ismo Nakes, the French boy.